Loki, Series 1, Episode 1, titled Glorious Purpose. And this episode, of course, is the beginning of the brand new Marvel MCU Disney Plus show that's focusing on the God of Mischief himself. And the thing about this show, when it got broke, one of the major trades broke the story, is that I was kind of like the only guy on the planet who was like, really? You're making a Loki show? Because in my mind, I was like, I think Infinity War just ended, it came out. So in my brain, I'm like, well, his story is done. The redemption story is done. And what is there to tell about this character? But I was gonna watch it no matter what. It was MCU related, so I was gonna check it out. And what I would say about this first episode is it's well done, put together. It's a really good first episode. It's a really good setup episode of setting up the things that we need to know at this point. Like just setting up what is the TVA, which is the Time Variant Authority. That keeps an eye of the timeline and any weird timeline effect that goes on, they will take in and fix it. I try not to hit spoilers, but hit fix it, and that's what. And then you get the idea have Loki or his response to TA and all the events that happens in this episode, and it's really well put together. Like here's the thing. The first 10 minutes, I won't lie, was like in the pre-credit sequence. I was like, this is good, but it's not really grabbing me. But after it's completely grabbing me when we meet Morbius, who is Owen Wilson's character, and having a more sense of the people inside the TVA. And get more sense of what they're about than just having Loki going, what's going on? What? I have no idea what's going on for like 5 minutes. That's when things start picking up. That's when I was getting more engaged and more intrigued and more all that kind of stuff. Like here's the thing: if you're a person when WandaVision came out and you were the people who were like, where's the explosions? Why aren't they fighting anything? This is boring because there's no explosions. I would be, this is not the episode for you. This is like, it feels like these Marvel shows are basically saying, with WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki, even though we're only in one episode so far, it does feel like Marvel's saying, with their shows, patience, the explosions are coming, just wait a couple of weeks and you're going to at least get a punch. You're at least going to have a little fight scene, which does happen. There's a punch, there's an action scene in this. Just goes for like 10 seconds. But this is like the most intriguing part of it is Loki himself in this episode, because the concept of the TEA, like we all think we have choices and we all think that we make choices and we can set our own destiny and that kind of thing, and the TEA are like, yeah, not really. Your life was meant to go here, 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 and here, and you better not muck it up, because we're going to fix that as well. So, Loki, because this is the Loki from the Avengers, from the straight after, in like 2012 Loki, which is the Avengers Loki, who's all about, I have glorious purpose, and I need to rule, I need to be king, and my wife will place on the throne and kneel before me, and all that kind of stuff. And he believes that. But the TA are like, you believe, actually you'll be. You're meant to pan out the way it went, which is, he got captured, Thor's Darkworld, Defense of Ragnarok, and Infinity War. And it's that whole thing of like knowing one thing, believing one thing, and believing the other. And for me, that was the most intriguing thing in the world, in this episode. That was the most intriguing bit. I mean, Tom Hiddleston playing as Loki is always fantastic. This is probably the best performance he has given as the character. Definitely like in the last like 5-10 minutes and all that. And then they give you a cliffhanger and give you a sense of what's the bigger threat here in this episode, in this series. Sorry. And I have my speculations, but I'll wait till next week. And here's the thing. It's good. It's great. It's a good episode. It's a good, solid